up, you guys? Welcome back to another video today. Recently, I put out a community post asking for you guys to finish the sentence, "There are 10 but ... And we got over 100 community responses. I think this is the most commented community post we've ever had. So thank you guys for that. Thank you so much. I was reading through them and a lot of them felt very personal. Like you were actually coming for me or one of us. What do you think they would have wrote for like me? There are 10 but...
There are 10 but they consistently can't stop eating food.
There are 10 but they can't count to 10.
There are 10 but they don't know what's the difference between a hamburger and a cheeseburger.
There are 10 but they have this world's smallest fingers.
There are 10 but they need to shit all the time.
They gotta just all the time.
There are 10 but their brothers are just more attractive than they are.
You're 10?
No.
You're like 20.
You're 20? You're 20?
There are 10 but they walk around the house nude.
Yeah, I don't be doing that.
I feel like that's normal.
Is this like partner based, right? Like they have a partner.
No,
right?
no, it could be your friend.
Is this like by themselves?
If you live by yourself and you're walking around your own house naked, like that's your house. So like I feel like
you deserve that if you got to the point where you could afford your own house. Right. You deserve.
If you're walking around somebody else's house naked, you better be paying rent. Or
yeah,
like that's like a whole other issue.
Okay,
but
so
like,
we'll go 10 for your own house and like 4 for like
yeah,
but
that's kind of crazy.
But what happens if you're really attractive and you got blessed by God, you know, and you're packing?
I don't need to see that.
Packing what?
Regardless.
You're packing meat.
Regardless.
Oh,
I don't
meat?
need to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to see another man's genitalia.
I do. If it's big, you know. Not like trying to be like that. I'm just saying like if it's big, like let me see. Like when we go to the sauna, it's impossible not to look, you know?
Hey, yo.
I'm not trying to look, but it's just in my face. Not like that. That's not what I mean.
No.
But I'm just saying.
No.
You're making it weird. I'm not trying to make it weird.
You just said that you like to go to the sauna and look at other people's penises.
No, that's not what I said.
So just to confirm, you basically said if you wouldn't want them to walk around the house naked unless they're hung.
You just said like if you got a big dick, you should walk with your dick out. Is what you just said.
That's right.
That was a pretty loaded first question.
It was loaded. That's right.
Hat full of many other questions. I don't know if I can keep up at this rate.
Okay, Singa, you can go next.
I don't want to pick a question.
Okay, I'll go a second time.
We can't let it go twice.
There are 10, but they're not adjusted.
Oh, that's actually what it says.
Yeah.
This was actually, unironically, the most liked comment in the whole entire post.
That's for you. Put that in your pocket. That's right. Look, just because you did that, plus 14 points.
It's like a video game attribute. Like
yeah, literally.
You become more attractive.
Now he's just a 10.
Do you feel more attracted now that you're
you know,
the confidence level, right? It's way up there.
I feel like I can just walk around naked.
That's right.
That's right, because Justin is hung like a horse.
There are 10, but they never answer your messages. Just respond. It's not that hard, all right? It takes 5 seconds out of your day.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts.
You never respond to your messages. You're the worst texter ever. I unironically have to bump you to...
No, please! I don't want to go to jail! Please! Please! Take this off me.
This is by It's Just Lynn. There are 10, but they smack when they eat.
Oh, nah.
They smack while they eat?
They smack?
No, that's not what they said.
Yeah, why are you putting your left hand over your head like that?
That's how they do it, no? Damn, I'm not fighting the Josh hasn't played hide the pickle allegations.
Yeah,
right
that's not. That's.
I got one. Is this not how you do it?
You look like a GIF.
What GIF could that look like?
I don't know. So what's the question?
There are 10, but they smack when they eat.
So
I guess
smack is obviously talking.
Especially on a first date. On a first date, if they're smacking.
Yeah, if you meet somebody,
Bruh.
If you meet somebody and they're doing that for the first date, then that's like enough for you to just be
especially
like, I'm done.
because it like flies out.
Or you know, or I can eat some of your schmack.
Nah, you try it again.
Or
better delivery.
I can eat your schmack.
No. Let me help you. Let me smack that ass.
Let me try.
Nah, you're good. Next question.
Let's try.
They're a 10, but they sleep with a Gojo body pillow at night. It's like normal, right? 10.
I would sleep with a Gojo body pillow.
I think that's 10.
I think that's pretty weird. I don't know why you're sleeping with Japanese cartoon characters.
It's anime.
Big anime watch right here. Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on
Is it anime or anime?
It's the same. You just said the same word, but one had a heavy Asian accent. Heavy traditional Japanese accent. It was the same word.
You're literally wearing an Attack on Titan shirt. I just realized that he's wearing an Attack on Titan. Who's it got on it?
It's got Reiner.
How about this? You're a 1, but you're sleeping with Gojo.
Not even a pillow.
Not even the real thing.
Just
The real guy from the show.
Did you guys see like the Gojo competition in Washington Square Park
Yeah.
with all the Gojos?
You know, you actually talked about that in another video too.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
you
do a
know-
flashback to that.
You can't even.
Did you guys see the Gojo lookalike contest?
Yeah. You gotta read it out for the username, bro. I worked hard to like print out the username
I don't know,
with
guys.
the profile picture
I don't know.
and stuff like this.
I don't know, guys.
What do you mean you don't know?
No, it's the username.
Oh, the username.
I don't know, guys.
I'm getting hungry.
Yo.
They're a 10, but they haven't played Hide the Pickle.
Oh, I would say a 10. I would say an 11.
Nah, you're a 1.
It depends how old you are. You know, if you're in your like mid 40s or mid 30s and you haven't played Hide the Pickle, I feel like then at some point you're gonna be like, why hasn't anybody? This guy is 30, 40 years old. Why hasn't anybody played or they? Why haven't they played Hide the Pickle with anyone? What's wrong with them? You know, and you gotta kind of ask those questions.
Well, I mean, some people save themselves till marriage.
I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying the question must be raised at a certain age.
You're making it sound like you've played Hide the Pickle.
Well, with like real life pickles, and
with other men?
no, no, like the real thing, like the real vegetable. Are pickles vegetables?
Hey Siri, are pickles fruits or vegetables?
Shut the fuck up. I could look it up.
I think we need an entire video dedicated to if
They're
pickle
fruits.
is an actual.
Pickles are fruits.
Pickles are fruits?
Yeah, they're technically fruits.
Whoa, I would have never guessed that.
I literally didn't know that.
Will you please just like for one moment?
This actually
No.
makes a really good fidget toy because you could swing it around like this when you can.
Just please, just for like 1 second.
All right.
I can't hear my own thoughts right now.
All right, I'm done.
Okay. This is for. They're a 10, but their bed is filled with Pokemon stuffed animals, and they have CDs on their wall.
They're 10, but Pokemon stuffed animals and CDs. Wait a second.
Does that sound?
I don't have CDs on my walls. I have records on my walls. And I don't have only Pokemon on my bed. I have Squishmallows too.
Question's obviously not related to you then.
Yeah, it's not about you.
Yeah, it's not about me.
This one was obviously not targeting you.
This guy's got CDs on his wall, not
That's what I'm
records.
saying. If it's not me, then it's not me. You know, I'm not gonna make a big deal about that.
Yeah.
If he's got CDs, I'm gonna give him like, or her, like a 3. Why do you have CDs on your wall?
CDs on the wall is a
They're
little
not
bit weird.
Yeah, CDs.
What are you doing?
I feel like CDs could be a little
Stop fidgeting for 2 seconds, please.
I just want to play some Mario Kart.
Come here.
Answer this question.
I just said it's weird, bro.
Alright.
They're a 10, but they haven't subscribed to KWON. Like negative 100,000.
You're a loser if you haven't.
You need to like go outside.
Why are
and
you
touch some
watching this
grass.
video if you're not subscribed?
That's
loser.
hold on.
Click off the video.
Get out!
No,
You're not
I don't want you to
subscribed.
watch this
I don't
video
want you
anymore.
watching these videos.
Who the heck do you think you are?
Get out of here!
Support the channel.
I'm talking to you.
Support smaller creators.
I'm talking to you.
Subscribe right now.
You're not even subscribed.
Right now. If you're not gonna subscribe, then click off.
Get out of here.
I'm your big fan, 23 says. You're a 10, but you clap when the plane lands. That's you.
That's a good one.
Every time when the plane used to land, you would just go, all right.
but I do it ironically.
No, you're more of like a.
Yeah, I'll give that like a 7.
No, you guys are-
just because
no.
whenever I'm sitting next to him, that makes like I'm forced to clap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna like stand there and just like when everybody starts clapping around me because he starts clapping, I'm not just gonna sit there like. What are we clapping for,
Yeah,
guys?
that's
You gotta
right,
just be
that's
like-
what you gotta do though.
But when we were younger, in theaters, you and me would always compete to be the one to start the clapping in the movie theater. Do you remember that?
You don't remember that, man.
Yeah, you would be like, I started it! I started it! You remember?
Oh, you're talking about in the movie theater?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
They're a 10, but they're 11 in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, this one had me dying, bro.
Is that like 11? Like, I don't really know how to answer this
This
question.
question was so funny because it's harder than you think. They're 10, but they're 11 in 2
Yo,
weeks.
can you do that like editing technique where you like speed the video up like very so slightly and then you slow it down so it's like when we're talking I could just be like saying the most normal stuff but it sounds funnier. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, let me hear it. Like, try it right now.
The username, for example, is harder than you think, so I'd be like, so the question is harder than you think? And the comment is, they're 10, but they're turning 11 in 2 weeks.
Alright, who's that? Wait.
It's
are
me,
you-
it's me!
Whoa, okay. You gotta read.
You have to roll them up into scrolls.
Hey, excuse me.
Sorry.
It's not your turn.
Username Leia got swag. They're a 10, but they post their straps right after they fight.
This one had me dying because this doesn't sound general at all. It sounds like it's a very specific situation that has happened to this person.
That's pretty grimy behavior. I would say like a 2. That's pretty messed
Because that means
up.
you're like narcissistic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
type.
like who's doing
Yeah.
that?
Like, I don't just like yell at someone and go,
Oh, really?
I hate you!
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. How could you be like so stupid,
Are
man?
you for real right now? That's, yeah, pretty disgusting behavior. I would say like
Pretty
a 2.
basic. I will give you like a 10.
This comes from NYCDEFGHIJK. They're a 10, but they only last 30 seconds.
You a 20.
That's okay.
Why is that a problem?
That's okay. That's your coochie's fault.
Why is that a problem?
That's your fault.
Hey.
I didn't ask you for your coochie to be that good.
That's 30 more seconds that you get to play.
That's like that's not even. You're at 25. You're at 20. You're at 50.
Sounds like you guys are really
No, I'm just saying.
related to
That's
this
like,
one.
Nah, it's messed up, man. That's a long time.
that's like 30 seconds more than you should be actually lasting.
That's 30 seconds more that you would have particularly been having hide the pickle than not having hide the pickle. So you should be grateful. 30 seconds is better than no time at all,
That's right.
And Jonathan's in you guys' eyes is the #1 hide the pickle player here, and he's saying
It's not about the time. It's
not
about the quality of that
It's
time.
not about the time. It's about the grind.
alright.
Somebody's just gonna edit that and put the Breely Thomason. They're a 10, but they don't have good hygiene.
Like 1. I have good hygiene.
Yeah, but you've gotten a lot better. You were really bad when you were younger, but like now that you're like a man, you're like actually fine, and you do take care of yourself and stuff.
That's implying that he did it.
He didn't. He'll be the first to say.
Well, he's not apparently.
I don't know what you're even talking about. Why are you guys coming at me for that? I smell the best here.
No, you don't.
I do. Ask them.
What?
Who smells the best?
I think we all know who smells the worst, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you got it. Yo, Cena, look. You're so annoying.
Read the next question, man.
Alright. They are a 10, but they
Yes.
can beat you in arm wrestling. Who here would win in an arm wrestling match between the three of us?
I think you, probably.
Do you think you could beat me in arm wrestling?
You if I used my arm, me if I used my penis.
Shit's hanging.
Oh my god.